Ho, 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 and welcome to the Uncle Borby Christmas special. As far as our opening hand goes, we're going to keep on this one. I like it. We've got 3 lands. We've got Eternal Witness. We have Living Twister. We have Groundskeeper. And we have Praetor's Council to work towards for the late game. And if we can get Praetor's Council to stick, that's going to be a very nice Christmas around the Christmas tree. Ooh, that's going to be some good magic. So, oh, there we go. Our opponent's going to keep on 7. So, I guess at this point, yeah, I don't mind getting down Groundskeeper. We don't really have a turn 2 play, so let's go Groundskeeper and get that down. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn over to our opponent. But yes, welcome to the Uncle Borby Christmas special. Hope you're excited to drink some gruel eggnog and throw some Christmas presents across the yurt or the hut or whatever gruel people tend to stay. It might just simply be some rocks by the side of the mountain. Whatever that may be, we're all around each other and celebrating Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, and if you don't celebrate a holiday, hopefully you enjoy your time off. So there we go. This is what this whole deck's about, is to enjoy family and friends and time off. So there we go. So it's Uncle Borby. Let's go ahead and cover Uncle Borby real quick, and then we'll jump into it. So we're playing Uncle Borby. Trample. Whenever Uncle Borby deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Then for an activated ability, discard a land card. Uncle Borby deals 3 damage to any target. And that's, if you need to kind of visualize his ability of dealing 3 damage is throwing a Christmas present like 100 miles an hour. So that's what that 3 damage is. He enjoys Christmas very much. I mean, what can I say? So let's have, I guess, since we do have double red, we'll just have Forgotten Cave come down. I mean, technically, yeah, I guess if we want to do it like this, let's do this. So look, we go for Snow-Covered Mountain. Let's go ahead and push in with Groundskeeper. There we go. If you came here for a 30-turn clock with Groundskeeper, get that score sheet updated. It is started. So we're going to go and swing in for 1. It's going to knock them down to 29. And then we have Forgotten Cave. Yeah, I guess we'll just go and cycle Forgotten Cave because we do have 3 lands for Eternal Witness. And so we can, worst case scenario, we can just always put Catacombs back on top until we can find ourselves a nice little life from the loan. But yeah, we'll go and cycle that one just in case we run into something like Faithless Looting or Birds of Paradise or something that we want to get down. So let's go and cycle Forgotten Cave. There we go. See what we draw into. And then, hey, Kessig Wolfrun. Okay, it kind of replaced itself. So anything else, pass it over to our opponent. Playing against Karametra, God of Harvest Moon. Indestructible, Devotion 7. Karametra turns into a creature. Then, whenever you cast a creature spell, you may search your library for a forest or a plains card. If you do, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Now, just kind of a little bit of a heads up if you're new to Magic, or maybe you're not familiar with Karametra. Since it says capital forest or capital plains, that can be a dual land, like Savannah, the original duels, which most people, I don't have any of the duels, but it's also Temple Garden. There we go. So that'll grab a dual land or just a basic land. So that's just kind of something just to kind of keep in mind. So there we go. Let's go Windswept Heath, and let's go ahead and crack Windswept Heath because we need to get Living Twister down. I think that's going to be pretty good option. So let's grab Taiga Paquette, and then let's go for Living Twister, and we'll have Living Twister come down, and I think, yeah, we'll just go and pass the turn. I think we might go and swing in with Groundskeeper. I mean, because if they want to trade with the Finhorn Elves, I'm totally okay with that, because our utility creature is Living Twister. So, but like I mentioned, we got that 30-turn clock established with Groundskeeper. There we go. It reminds me of Groundskeeper Willie. I've been watching a lot of The Simpsons because we got Disney Plus, and The Simpsons are on there. And, I got Disney Plus with the intention of starting The Mandalorian, and I was like, man, that looks really cool. And so, of course, I just start watching the 90s X-Men cartoons, which quickly transitioned into The Simpsons. So I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, so no spoilers, but it is on my to-do list, and we'll go from there once that happens. All right, so we run into Gruul Turf. No turfs on Gruul Turf, and do we want to can we go for a Kessig Wolfrun? We can actually... Yeah, I think we want to kind of get... Yeah, let's go and pop Nissa. I think that's going to be a good option. That way they have no option to get rid of her. So let's go Activated Ability. Let's discard at this point. I think Gruul Turf is a good option. We've got 2 other lanes in the hand. I just don't really want to bounce a lane back. So we're going to pop Nissa for 2 damage, which is going to be pretty good. And we make Kessig Wolfrun. think we might end up doing this too. Yeah, let's go Keswick Wolfrun on Finhorn Elves. You know, this isn't the this isn't super crazy, but at this point right now, if we can just kind of keep them off Karametra mana, you know, we've got an option for 3. So there we go. Groundskeeper, let's go. Groundskeeper Willie and Living Twister. They're getting it done. So we're going to go and swing it for 3, knock them down to 25, and then we will go and pass the turn over to our opponent. So yeah, I've been watching a lot of The Simpsons, really enjoy that. I watched a lot of Simpsons growing up, and so I kind of stopped watching The Simpsons as time went on, kind of once I got into college, and not for any reason other than I just, you know, just got busy and kind of stopped watching it. And let's go ahead and push in with Living Twister, and we did make the land drop for the turn, yes. So I think at this point, we're just going to go and pump up a Living Twister. If our opponent's just making land drops and passes the turn, we'll get in for a little bit extra damage. There we go. Get in for 5, puts him down to 20, and we'll pass the turn. So name of the game is getting down Uncle Borby and throwing Christmas presents, but if we get down Uncle Borby, if we can kind of slowly grind it out in this weird Living Twister Groundskeeper Willie game, I definitely don't mind that. All right, so we're going to... we're going to force the Winds of Wrath are going to finally come down. They're going to destroy all creatures. We got the board wipe out of our opponent's hand. That's all. That's all we were looking for. I love it. All right, so unfortunately, we don't have any extra lands, but let's go Eternal Witness. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to go Eternal Witness on, I guess, Catacombs? Because it's going to go on top of our library. Yeah, because we just basically need to get to Praetor's Council at some point. So let's grab ourselves Windswept Heath. We're going to grab Windswept Heath, and then... Yeah, yes, we definitely use it. It goes to our hand, not on top of our library. We'll go ahead and crack Windswept Heath. Actually, we'll just do this. We'll go for Burgeoning. And we don't have no other land in the hand, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are getting close to Praetor's Council, and then we pass the turn. So now we are pretty much kind of out of gas right now. We didn't have that great of an opening hand. Typically with Uncle Borby, what you're looking for is, you know, Life from the Loam or some sort of way to make extra land drops, or even something like Wheel of Fortune, because if you can Wheel of Fortune and get a little bit of an extra card advantage, you're in a pretty good spot. And so at this point right now, we're just kind of stuck, but also at the same time, our opponent, oh, did I get the yield off? Because I'd like to grab a land out of the library before... Yeah, when I put auto yield on and our opponent yield, okay, there we go. All right, so let's go and crack Windswept Heath. We already have Taiga, so what we're going to do is end up grabbing a Sheltered Thicket, because that's going to come into play tapped regardless. So we're just going to go and grab it at the end of the turn. And that puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 6 lands. Wheel of Fortune would be, okay, Keen Sense. Well, that's going to be a card draw. Typically, you want to save this for Uncle Borby, but I think we'll kind of like this, so let's just... Actually, yeah, we'll see what we draw into. We could technically go for, we could tap out on a Keswick Wolfrun for some extra damage, but that's really just going to be like 2, and I'd rather just get an extra card draw with Keen Sense. So let's go and swing in with Eternal Witness. All right, so we're swinging in for 2. That's going to put them down to 18. And typically with Uncle Borby, you're going to go wide by throwing a bunch of lands, but it's just funny what this game has turned into, where it's just like Battle of the Utility Creatures. Yes, we definitely want to use that ability. Ooh, oh, Splendid Reclamation. Yes. Okay, so we go Splendid Reclamation. That's going to give us Uncle Borby. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. That's going to be 1, 2, and then we get to return a land back to our hand. Yeah, we need to go for this, because that's going to give us Uncle Borby. That's going to give it the option to bring stuff back. Yeah, that Gruul's going to come in. Let's bring... Is there any certain thing that we want to bring back? I guess we could... I guess technically we could just bring back Gruul Turf. I mean, that could be an option. Because either way, I mean, I guess technically it doesn't matter either way. Let's just go and bring back Forgotten Cave. That'll work out. So anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn. Yeah, and we've got the open snow-covered mountain, so that'll work out. So let's just go and pass the turn to our opponent. So Uncle Borby does cost 8 total mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that does leave us 1 open mana. Now, if we end up getting Uncle Borby down, we do have at least 2 fetch lands, Catacombs and Windswept Heath. And so, meow, meow, meow. And so so whenever we do crack those, that does kind of keep us open for like a Praetor's Council. But at this point right now, that's not the best. Typically, we will maybe want to have around 6 lands in the graveyard because then that would be lethal to our opponent. And so we'll kind of see. But the cool thing with Uncle Borby is that whenever you get it down, whenever it deals damage, reveal the top 3 cards of your library, and then put all land cards revealed this way. So there are some times where we might be able to kind of Uncle Borby Grulnog ourselves way out of this one by just getting lucky with triggers as that comes down. So I think that's what we're probably going to end up going for, just trying to get a bunch of triggers. So there we go. Now, Keen Sense it has to deal damage to an opponent. So with Sylvan coming down, they've got the Eternal Witness Keen Sense play on lockdown. All right, so we run into Gamble, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That leaves us 1 land open. I think let's still go and crack Catacombs. Because if we wanted to wait until next turn to do some setting up, we can gamble for life from the loam. I think I feel better about that. Yeah, I think that would work. Because if we go Uncle Borby, we can try, and then Uncle Borby just sits out there. And man, if you have a bunch of lanes in your hand with Uncle Borby, then you can really kind of go to town. So let's do this. So let's go Stomping Ground. We're going to have that come into play tap. Not going to pay 2 life. Let's go and crack Windswept Heath. Because if we do end up holding on to life from the loam, then we can bring some of these fetch lands back. And then hopefully that'll just give us the option to dredge too, which would be pretty good. So let's go for Gamble. And that's going to allow us to grab Life from the Loam. Either way, we're going to be okay on this one because we can dump Life from the Loam into the graveyard off of the Gamble, or we've got Forgotten Cave to bring it back with some dredge action. So either way, we're going to be good. So let's grab Life from the Loam. There we go. Goes into the graveyard. So let's go for the cycle off of Forgotten Cave. There we go. And with this draw, we're going to dredge Life from the Loam. Oh, yeah, there we go. So now we're getting somewhere. Let's go ahead and, just so we have it in the graveyard, we're going to bring as many lands back to our hand. And we'll tap down Gruul Turf. There we go. Let's go for those, bring them back. And then I think what we're going to end up doing is just holding on to them at this point right now. So anything else, let's just go and pass the turn over to our opponent, because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's going to be just enough for us to tap out 10 mana for Uncle Borby. We get it down for 8 mana, and then what we can do is go Life from the Loam. Hopefully we dredge a few more options off of Life from the Loam. That'll be pretty nice. But the main reason why I kind of waited for Uncle Borby this turn is because, let's say that, no, we actually know. We don't want to put a lane on the battlefield. The main thing that why I waited on Uncle Borby was because typically with Uncle Borby, it's kind of like, almost like you're playing Angry Omnath. Once you get down Angry Omnath, you want to be able to generate some sort of value the turn that it comes down, whether it's making a few extra lane drops. The same thing for Uncle Borby. We're playing against white. Let's say they've got Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshares. Once we get down Uncle Borby, since this is an activated ability and they're already at 18 thanks to Groundskeeper Willie, we're going to be able to hopefully kind of close it out with some direct damage up to the face. So even if they do have Path and Swords stacking, it's kind of like Aristocrats. We can put these triggers on the stack and then be in a pretty good spot. Okay, Stonecloaker coming down. Return a creature you control, exile target card from a graveyard. Okay, so that is a bummer. Yeah, let's see. More than likely, they're going to target Life from the Loam. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to Mana Short. No, excuse me. They're going to exile Living Twister. Okay, I will definitely take that. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Mana Short. But yes, I want to give a shout out to Mana Short and Base Mana. With Life from the Loam, these two people gave me some of their Magic Online codes. And with the Magic Online codes, I got some of the digital access. So they gave it to me. I want to give a shout out to them to say thank you very much. You can see how good this Life from the Loam is. How pretty that is. Technically, it doesn't fit the Uncle Borby Christmas theme, but that's pretty much what I wanted to do. Pretty bad. So here we are. So, and our opponent didn't grab Life from the Loam with that. So we'll kind of see. I mean, either way, we're going to have it to dredge it, and so we could maybe watch out for some like fog damage, but I think this is going to be a very, very good Christmas turn. So, we hit just one snow-covered 4. So, but let's go Uncle Borby. I think it's going to be Christmas time. I think that sounds pretty good. So we're going to go Live from the Loam on Snow Covered. Let's bring that back. There we go. All right, so Live from the Loam on Snow Covered. Let's go Uncle Borby. There we go. Let's tap out for Uncle Borby. Okay, now with Uncle Borby coming down, we do have 3, 6, 9, 12. So I think we need to go for it. So let's discard a land card. We're going to target our opponent. And last Christmas, I goofed up on this. I clicked the wrong thing. All right, so we're going to deal 3 damage to our opponent. Let's see if they've got swords or path mana, but we're going to force this. Okay, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Oh, when it's combat damage. Okay, so that knocks them down to 15. There we go. Okay. I goofed up on that for a second. All right, so we're going to leave Uncle Borby out here. For some reason, I was thinking in my head that whenever they deal damage, you can look at the top 3 cards and grab a land card. So, unfortunately, that's not going to be it. So, we do have 3, 6, 9. We have 9 more damage left. Next turn, we're going to be able to go for Life from the Loam and then kind of go from there. Sorry about that. Yeah, with... I'll be honest, you know, with having, and also if you don't know, little Loretta and I, my wife and I, we had a baby, and her name's Loretta. I don't get to record as much as often as I do, and if I do, it's very sporadically. It's very sporadic. So there is sometimes to where I'm kind of, you know, read the card is a very common mistake of mine. And I read, even though I read Uncle Borby, my brain kind of defaults on certain things sometimes. So, the last time I played Uncle Borby was last Christmas. So I kind of forgot that. Because here's my mindset of getting it down that turn was we're going to be able to close it out. And once we do that, we're going to be able to discard lane cards and kind of keep that flow going. So unfortunately, I kind of miscalculated that. So hopefully our opponent didn't have removal. If they had removal or any of the 1 mana removal, they probably would have used it that turn. So I think we're okay, and so hopefully we can pass over to next turn because we've got a couple different options for next turn. We've got Uncle Borby, we have Praetor's Council, which we can just dump these cards out. Praetor's Council, bring them back. That does kind of put us in a weird chokehold if they don't have they have a board wipe for Uncle Borby. Okay, Avenger of Zendikar. So I think this is gonna be good. So that's gonna turn Devotion on for Karametra. That should 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's gonna be 7, 8. They don't have enough mana for Crater Hoof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Crater Hoof's 8. And they've already cast Avenger of Zendikar, and they've not made the land drop for the turn. Oh, do they have Crater Hoof? I hope they don't. Okay, Oracle. Okay, good. Okay. Hopefully that gives us enough time to go for Life from the Loam, because what we can do is we can dump all 3 cards with Uncle Borby and then Life from the Loam on a land and bring it back. So that'll be good. The thing that we do have to watch out for is Stonecloak can come in, and so we may kind of force that during our upkeep, and that's going to be Genesis Wave on top of our opponent's library. And yeah, I think that's going to be good. So I think at this point what we need to do, because we have 3, 6, 9 in the hand, I still think we just dredge Life from the Loam. Yeah, I think that's going to be a better option. So let's do that. So let's go and dredge Life from the Loam. So we at least have 1 land in the graveyard. Okay, so there's 2 more lands. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, that's going to be just enough because that's going to be... Yeah, that's going to be 3 lands. So let's go for that. So let's go Life from the Loam on these 3 lands. And if we get these in our hand, that's basically going to be a good game other than them having some sort of random fog out damage spell. Because if they... There we go. All right, so let's go Uncle Borby. We're going to discard the land card. 3 damage up top. Discard Snow-Covered Forest. There we go. That's going to put them down to 12. And then this is going to be a very nice Merry Christmas for Karametra. Hopefully there's some Christmas gifts for her cat over there. And what happened last year is, like, I double-clicked on Uncle Borby or something. Like, I had the kill, or I had lethal, but unfortunately I... Because Magic Online, you've got to do the clicking of the sequencing. All right, it's going to be 3 damage, and let's go 3 more damage up top. And they could Path to Exile out of this one if they have, like, Avenger on their own creature. All right, Opponent's going to scoop it up on this one. So we got that 3 damage up there. Merry Christmas to Karametra. Hopefully you enjoyed Uncle Borby. I didn't necessarily misplay last turn. I just kind of miscalculated what I was trying to do. But to get a nice little Christmas video like this always feels pretty good. And hopefully you and your loved ones are having a good Christmas this holiday season. And yeah, Merry Christmas. And thank you for being a friend of the channel. In fact, if you enjoyed this Christmas special, if Uncle Borby threw a Christmas present at you or you enjoyed the Gruel eggnog, hey, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.